Thank you guys for watching Keep Pounding TV. I got one quick question.
Screen!
You
can't stop me! Fumble!
love the Carolina Panthers
We did it! We did it!
like I love the Carolina Panthers.
Ah!
Hey everybody, I'm your host, Granny Got to also known as the Big Cat. My cool girls, put your paws on if you're rocking with the Big Cat. Today, we're here to talk about, are we overreacting to Cam Newton's lackluster performance week 1, or do we just need to pump our brakes? It'll get greater later. We'll talk about it. But first, one quick question before we get started. Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? Yes? No? Maybe? You hating? You don't like them no more? You like it? If you love the Carolina Panthers, give it a dab, man. Let's get into this video real quick. Let's talk about what happened, what went wrong, how we get fixed it, how do we get better. It's gonna get greater later, trust me. Let's get into it. First thing I want to talk about is DJ Moore, okay? When it comes to DJ Moore, y'all need to lay off of him, all right? I know y'all mad about these hands, him fumbling, all this stuff. DJ Moore, if I got to give you one piece of advice, just go down, son. I mean, know your down, know your distance, know your area on the field. Okay, if it's first quarter, you're driving, opening drive, and you know you're in the red zone, is it worth you really fighting for an extra 4 or 5 yards? You got to understand, the longer you stay up on your feet, the longer you fight, the cavalry is coming. And when the cavalry's coming, they're not throwing you a welcome party. They're here to strip and clip you, and you got stripped and clipped. Listen, it's good if you're in the fourth quarter and you're trying to make that last little push and there's 2 minutes left on the clock. Yes, you got to fight for everything, but if it's the first quarter in your own red zone, go down, man. It's not worth it. So shout out to him. It's going to get greater later. Moving on to this next play. This one's on Norv Turner. Norv Turner, know your down, know your distance, know your position on the field. Your down, your distance, your position on the field. You're backed up against your own red zone. You do not call this risky play. Now, from what I've seen on film, it looks like they had some blockers in front of them with the receivers, but you're not going to get no more than, 10 yards on 1st and 20? All you want to do is pretty much just get out the shadow of your own goalpost, and we couldn't do that. Risky play, bad play calling, ball was thrown behind him, really couldn't make a play on it either way, but bad play calling. You got Christian McCaffrey, the guy does it all. This was a time where you really needed him to do it all right there. You know what I mean? Or call something to save, or call a draw. But to throw it backward behind the line of scrimmage, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't recommend doing that. The little screen dump off pass backed up. If this was midfield, if this was like down on the opponent's 40-yard line, okay, fine. I'm cool with that. Backed up against short, it's too many things that can go wrong. Who said it? Darwin said it worse. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. And it went wrong on this play. Moving on to the next play. It's 5:06 left in the second quarter. We're down by 10. We need a play. They're coming with the blitz. Offensive line, you do your thing. You do your thing. Okay? Cam Newton, you got to make this pass. Greg Olsen runs an in route. If you lead him, this is a big-time play. You throw it at the back of the linebacker's back. This is the level of frustration that we're having with Cam. You know what I mean? I mean, if you can't make that throw, that's a basic throw, then that means something's either wrong with you or you don't trust your offensive line. What's the deal here? I mean, you got your protection right there, perfect protection. Step into the throw and lead him and keep this chain moving. Big play on third down, we couldn't convert. We didn't even give our tight end a chance. Plays like this are frustrating and make you really, really question what's going on either inside his head with his mechanics or his health. Next key moment of the game, fresh after halftime, defense comes out, they bend. Listen, these guys were tired. They were on the field 60 to 40% of the time. I mean, God bless their soul. They did what they can with this high-power offense, and kudos to them. They held them to a field goal after halftime, made it 16-3. Cam, we need you. We need to score. We need the ball in the end zone. We got to have it, and that's exactly what he does. Great play calling. First time the offense touches the field in the second half, they surgically go down the field with slant routes and all different kind of short routes, get us in the end zone, make it a ball game, 10-6. Kudos to Norv Turner. Kudos to Cam Newton for finally getting together at the 9-11 mark in the third quarter.
Stick around.
Now, after we finally score, get the ball in the end zone, guess what? Our defense breaks. They give up a touchdown. It's 23-10. It looks like it's finna be over, man. But again, our offense gets the opportunity to redeem itself. If you look on your screen, you'll see Cam Newton, 2nd and 8. We're at their own 40-yard line. Easy out route to Greg Olsen, and my man misses him. Yeah, he misses him, man. I mean, wide ass open, throwing high, throwing behind him. Unacceptable, man. We need play. Listen, look at the score. Look at the score. Look at the time. Look at the down. Look at the distance. Great play. Great way to get open, and you simply miss them. All right, I'm tripping. On the very next play, they run an in route with Greg Olsen. Ball is thrown high. The ball gets tipped. Could have been intercepted right here. Thank God it fell to the ground. This play right here, you got to get it down and away. Down and away. They're draped all on him. Yes, if you're looking to Greg Olsen to out-physical him, yeah, I mean, that's a possibility, but you got to at least put it in the reaching distance. The best way to place this ball is down and away. Put it in his waist. Make him go down and get it. Make the defensive back climb over his shoulders for pass interference. Draw that pass interference in. But to throw it high and up, you don't do any justice for your team, and it causes a 3 and out, man.
I'll be back.
Now let's move on to right after the big play by Pee Wee. Great block. Let's move on to James Bradbury's interception. Mo is on our side. Big Mo Minimum is on our side. And guess what? The score is 23-20. 11 minutes and 59 seconds left in the quarter of the fourth quarter. Here's the time, Superman. Here's the time, MVP. Here's the time to be the hero. Here's the time to be swagged out. Here's the time to be dripped out. Let's see the play call selection. If you look up on your screen, first call, the drive is a simple draw. Simple draw up the middle. Okay, got a little bit there. Next play, if you see, angle route with the running back. Okay, another 5-6 yards on top of that. Let's move on to the next play. All right, Cam Newton throws it deep to Curtis Samuel, and you miss him. You miss him. Wide open outside release. You got to get that. You cannot blame the offensive line. The offensive line gave you time. My man beat his guy. If he catches this is 6. This is 6. All green 6. I mean, these are the things that you talk about when you look into a MVP caliber quarterback. These are the things you look at when it comes to being elite. Now, it's not fair to blame the game on him, and that's not what I'm going to do, and that's not my point I'm trying to make. My point is when you had the opportunity to make the deep passes, it seemed like you were uncomfortable. When you had opportunity to keep drives going, it seems like you weren't trusting the offensive line, or you were throwing high. I mean, when you're playing an NFC elite, when you're playing an NFC former champion, you got to bring your A game. And that's something he didn't bring. For whatever reason, he just didn't look good yesterday. You call it rust, call it health. I don't know what exactly it was. He just didn't look good. Now, pretty much after that series, they went down the field, made it 30-20. The rest was history. Now, are we overreacting when it comes to Cam Newton? I can't say that. I can't say that. I think we're spot on right now. I mean, wide open passes late in the game. I mean, you had places where you can take that ball, put it down low to Greg Olsen's waist. Out routes overthrown. When you're playing the NFC Elite champ, they're not going to lay down and give it to you. It is through you. It is through your ability to be precise with the football that's going to make you overcome champions. You don't beat champions by luck. You beat champions by preparation. And listen, I think we were prepared, but we didn't have execution. That's another way you beat champions. Preparation and execution will dethrone any champion. And we didn't execute. And Cam, I mean, for whatever reason, he looked rusty. Preseason, training camp, I've been seeing deep bombs to Curtis Samuel. And listen, I got to give props to the Rams defense. They didn't allow it. They played off of us pretty much the whole game. But when the time called for us to take our shots that were there, we were off target. Either we dropped the ball or, we weren't stepping up and giving him time. So, hey, that's my take on it. I'm your host, Granny Got the Awesome Love the Big Cat, my cool cat. Put your paws in the air and listen, man. Make sure you subscribe. Get in the comment section. Are we overreacting with Cam, or are we spot on, man? What's your level of frustration? Is it 1 to 10? Get in the comment section. I want to hear from you guys, man. I'm your host, Granny Got the Awesome Love the Big Cat, my cool cat. Put your paws in the air. Let the church say, damn. Don't forget to subscribe to the Carolina Panthers custom helmet giveaway video in the playlist. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away free a $300 retail value Marvel's Avenger Carolina Panthers helmet. Keep pounding.